My fiancé's sister, 18F, tried to sleep with me, 25M. For context, I basically became a father figure for her. She moved in with us. Last night she tried to sleep with me by telling me that she likes me a lot and that whether I wanted to be with her in her room, i.e. sex. I asked her what she meant by that, and she said sex. Of course I turned her down. This all happened while my fiancé was gone. This is obviously a trauma response. So how do I even begin to tackle this? She has always been like a friend to me and nothing more. Not sure what to even do considering she's living with us. It's impossible to overstate how important it is that you tell your fiancé immediately. Some concern in the ranks that you've told Reddit before telling her. That's time you just don't have, bro. Tell your fiancé and their parents right this instant. Before little sister tells them some version that makes you look bad. Because this has, he rejected me so I'm gonna say he came on to me, raped me to ruin his life. Written all over it. And you need to get your fiancé to agree that she has to leave. Right now. Today. Do not be alone with her. Stay overnight at friends. This is hugely dangerous for you. Edit. Since you seem so sure she would not do that, tell your fiancé anyway, so she can comfort or otherwise wrangle her sister. Maybe you aren't telling your fiancé to protect the little sister somehow. But that's not the way. Your fiancé is the one to ask for advice on how to handle this. You mentioned she has no place to go, which means she will go into survival mode. She's nervous you'll tell the sister and kick her out, so she will tell her sister quickly. But instead of the real story, it will be a much different version. One that doesn't favor you but her. Think about that if you're considering not telling her. Because if your fiancé approaches you after her sister tells that alternative version of the story, it is only you that will look shady for not telling her. It will make it look like you hid the affair from her as opposed to trying to protect the sister. Something to think about. Tell fiancé ASAP and before lil sis twists the story. I think you need to speak to your fiancé. Be honest and say what happened and that you're not sure what to do. She should be able to help. And for the record, you're not a father figure to her. And if you don't tell your fiancé, you're in for a world of trouble. You're 25 and she's 18. Trust me, she does not see you as a father figure. I would not necessarily call this a trauma response just because her father died. People lose their parents all the time. They don't try to have sex with their sister's boyfriend because of it. I think you're looking for a way to excuse her behavior. You need to tell your girlfriend. The first thing you need to do is tell your fiancé, and then you and your fiancé can figure out what to do next. 1. You are not a father figure to her. Point 2. It's not a trauma response. That's all I got. Yo, get off Reddit and go call right now. Move it. I just read some of your responses in the comments. You are going to regret your protective attitude the moment this immature girl with major trauma and lack of emotional impulse control decides it's in her best interest to lie to everyone about what occurred before you get a chance to tell people. If you don't tell first, it will look like you're hiding something. Who is your fiancé likely to side with when the little sister cries that you tried to sexually assault or proposition her baby sister, or you? Do you think you are the first man in this kind of position? Stop being so naive. Okay, so you've been here over an hour. Have you called your fiancé yet? Every minute counts. Potentially that's the difference between life in prison and life outside. I am not even exaggerating. She could be calling her sister and saying God knows what as you sit here dithering. I know you say, she wouldn't lie about this. But up until today you'd say she wouldn't hit on you either. You have no idea what she's capable of, as her recent acts demonstrated. If you do not get ahead of this by notifying your fiancé ASAP, your life is going to blow up. Please, for the love of everything you hold dear, text her, record a conversation, do whatever you have to do to get proof that you are telling the truth. Then tell your fiancé and her parents. I cannot stress how important it is that you have evidence. Good luck. You will have to tell the fiancé, and you need to get this girl into therapy no matter what others say. Please keep her under your eyes before she pulls some drastic step. While talking about it with your fiancé, please make sure you have discussed the above stuff. Also, you will have to share more about why you think this is a trauma response. I hope everything works out well for you guys. This is obviously a trauma response. What is? Why? Explain? WTF? Tell your fiancé, dude. This will not end up well. Talk to her seriously about the boundaries between you. And tell your fiancé, because she needs to know. Immediately tell the fiancé, I know you say she shouldn't do something like that, but you would be amazed she's established she has feelings for you and you rejected her. Say something before this gets ugly, and you can't blame anyone but you for not saying thing if this in fact does. You seriously need to. She was crying because again you rejected her and it didn't go as planned. She is definitely old enough to know sleeping with her sister fiancé would get her in volcano lava. She's only sorry cause you said no.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.